The guy you're looking at right now was literally called the best boss in the world. Unlike some bosses who can be quiet and fair, this guy cut down his own paycheck 23 times lower just to raise the minimum wage of all of his employees. And Nightfall, in a minute, you will discover why and how he managed to do this. For you will definitely be inspired by the amazing story of the world's best boss, Dan Price. Boss started his own credit card processing service at the age of 19. Unluckily for him, it gets so successful, and then it turned into a real company, and Dan started to get very rich. He started having employees, and everything was going great. But that was until the universe set him up with one of his life's greatest challenges, the 2008 financial crisis. It damaged his company very badly. He was losing money day by day. Things got very bad and he almost went bankrupt. But Dan couldn't allow his business to collapse. At first, he solved this by cutting down what his employees earned, but soon enough, it backfired. One employee suddenly an outburst and she told him how horrible her life was because of her low salary. Dan was shocked and hurt. He thought about what this employee said. Little did the employee know that her outburst would result into something huge 4 years later.
Effective immediately, we're going to put a scaled policy into place, and we're going to have a minimum $70,000 pay rate for everyone that works here.
To pay all his 130 employees with $70,000, Dan sold all his stocks, emptied his retirement accounts, mortgaged his two properties, and even cut down his own salary to the same amount his employees get. Wow, can you imagine your own boss doing this for you?
Made a society that has so much inequality, where the rich and the poor have a divide that's hundreds of times over. To me, the way we were going, everybody was going to be hurt.
But of course, not everyone agreed with Dan's decision. Many thought that he was going crazy. I mean, if his decisions turned out to be wrong, he would left with literally nothing.
Hope this company is a case study in MBA programs on how socialism does not work.
But fortunately, for the best boss in the world, his decisions turned out to be the right one. Because after months of increasing people's salary, incredible things happened. His employees performed way better and his company earned more than he ever imagined. And to top it all off, when the pandemic destroyed all of the businesses all over the world, Dan's employees refused to leave him. Can you guess what his workers did even after all of this?
Find him a wife, volunteer for a pay cut, pitch in to gift him a car.
Yes, it was them who volunteered for a pay cut. And get this, in these toughest times, some of them has even offered to work for free. With Dan and his employees willingly working together, Dan's company is slowly recovered. And the best part, he was able to give back all the pay cuts they volunteered to give. This is what happens when a boss shows true leadership. Employees see it, remember it, and pay forward with their whole hearts. And it's so nice to see, especially when we know how many people out there are struggling with horrible, selfish bosses. They are underappreciated, underpaid, and overworked. And this is why I hope you help me sharing this inspiring story. Because the world needs bosses like Dan Price, who proves that one selfishness decision can change many lives, and a genuine leader who reminds us that treating workers better is not only possible, but may even be the best investment a real boss can make.